Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll show you the steps I use to paint this variegated ivy leaf, and we will go step by step. The full tutorial is available on my Patreon. With that you can access the line drawing, etc. So these are the color mixes which I made, and you can find the full color mixing in the tutorial on Patreon. So let us start. First, what I did, I added the water layer to paint the first layer wet and wet. Wet and wet is a nice technique to map in all the colors and have a base layer. And now I'm dropping in the colors wet and wet. So the colors I used for this painting are phthalo blue green shade, Windsor yellow deep, lemon yellow, Windsor red and cobalt blue. With wet and wet you can merge two colors nicely together, and you can also preserve the lighter areas, soften and lift. It is a nice base technique. Now I will lift out the veins. And repeat the same wet and wet in the next half of the leaf. Now we need to build up the color and map in the darker green areas also. So I'm doing another layer of wet and wet in the left half. First in the left half, and then I'll repeat the same in the right half. In the full tutorial on Patreon, you can access the line drawing, reference photo, my painting step-by-step photos, and the full color mixing and materials list. And it is in real time with voiceover, and I guide you through the whole process. If you want to check out the full tutorial, you can access my Patreon via the link in the description or the link in my channel. I have about 50 tutorials on my Patreon for all levels and a variety of botanical subjects. Lifting, Now I've done the same technique, wet in wet second layer in the right half also, and now wet on dry I will start building up the tones and contrast to give our painting more realism and more shape. As you build up wet on dry, remember to leave the lighter veins in between. This leaf has a slight circular pattern, a beautiful pattern all over, which is visible in the lighter areas more. So I'm mapping that in wet on dry with a nice fine tipped brush. At this stage, the left half is nicely built up, and we will repeat the same steps on the right half so that we can check the overall tones and tonal balance, and then darken if needed in any areas on the left half also. So I've repeated the same on the right half, and now I'm coming back to the left half, looking at the reference and my painting and seeing where I need to build up the darker areas to get a nice contrast and tonal balance overall to make my painting look more realistic and natural. Dry brushing with the tip of this brush. Where needed in the right half also, I am building up tone and darker areas, adding in slight texture as I build up. Now with the round brush, I am shaping and darkening in small areas where needed. Like over here, wet on dry. And over here, I need to darken to slightly build up the shadow in that area because it's darker over there. And next to the vein, building up the darker areas, shaping the edge. And our leaf is complete. Variegated ivy leaf is complete. So the key with this is to map in the colors wet and then build up wet on dry and dry brushing step by step. And if you would like to watch the full tutorial, you can access it via my Patreon. You can join us, and with each tutorial you'll also have all class resources like line drawing, materials list, etc. Bye and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.